Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, Marv Connor,
John Fetterman messed it up.
John Fetterman, the old creaky guy from
I vote yes. I don't know what.
the Venture Brothers.
I vote yes. I don't know what we're voting on. Democrat, Republican, I don't care. You know I had strokes, right?
Yeah, I think we could do some Fetterman sketches.
We could definitely do some Fetterman sketches because he doesn't commit on anything.
Right. Well, and I'm sure you've got a hooded sweatshirt you could wear.
I do.
You could just, chase joggers up and down your street with a shotgun.
This is going to be a classic. There's not going to be any more of these. The Rubber City Comedy Festival is over.
Oh, they're not going to just move it to another venue or something?
We are kaput. That was the last show, the one you came to. You saw the legendary Rubber City Comedy Festival in their last performance.
Huh. I did not know that.
It was an end of an era, John. The end of an era. 5 years we put on shows. Would have been 7, except for COVID. Screwed everything up.
Yeah. I mean, you can't help that.
That was our first year COVID hit us. And so remember what happened? We had already picked everybody. We had already taken the money from everybody. And then COVID happened and we didn't have the festival. We just kept the names of everybody that we'd already picked. And the first year was actually those guys and a few others. But it was like, yeah, we're just suspending it. We're not canceling it.
Well, it was weird. The day COVID hit, or the day everything was kind of like shut down, right? Was the day I handed everything over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I thought, I was like, okay, well, you'll have the opportunity to do some, shows throughout the whole summer. It'll be, little did I know.
I think Steve was pretty excited about it. But I don't really know. And then Kyle ended up taking it over when it reopened.
So
I think Steve was still kind of connected then, but I don't know.
It was just hard. I mean, you got to give the guy a lot of credit because it's just,
yeah,
it's the hard thing to.
It definitely, how do you recover from that?
Yeah,
like I said, probably it was good that we already had everybody picked and everything, because it was going to be a May show. Or maybe even April. I don't remember. And, the world shut down in the middle of March. So,
yeah.
I remember because my last night of Ubering, I took people out to that. Let's see, being old, my memory. It's a country place in Route 18, some kind of saloon, country bar. And there was a big concert going on. And those guys, they asked me to stay and wait for them. I'm like, I'm not staying and waiting for
was it the Boot Scootin' Cooters?
I don't think it was called Boot Scoot, but it's basically the same theme. They liked it because I had karaoke mic in my room, in my car, and they were singing karaoke and shit. They wanted to stay outside and do that for a while, and I'm like, dudes, I don't make money when I'm not picking people up, so. It's by destination. It's not by the hour.
Wait, the bar wanted you to do that?
No, the guys I took to the show, and 2 of them were trying to figure out a way to sneak in because they didn't have tickets.
Okay.
That was another reason why they wanted me to wait.
And did they pay you?
No, not to wait. They didn't even tip me. Yeah. I never got tips, man.
Oh, really?
I shouldn't say never, but most of the time people didn't tip me.
Was that hard on your car, though?
Yeah, I put like 50,000 miles on that car. But because of COVID, I actually made a lot of money because I was working that gig job for over a year and when it went out, COVID happened. They paid me what, the first 6 weeks, extra $600 a week, or is it getting like $800 a week for 6 weeks? And
Something
then
like
I was getting like 189 a week. The whole time I was on unemployment, and I stayed on it for like a year and a half. So actually, and that was no wear and tear on my car at all. So, I mean, as far as that, I did good.
right. So did you watch the national, was it a, what do they call it? I forget what they call it. The national security briefing, or
I watched parts of it. I didn't commit my day. I was getting ready for the big roast.
So anytime we should have had a drinking game that anytime they were going to say something that the senator asked that turned out to be true, and they said, "Oh, we need to take that to the closed door meeting," that just means that whatever that senator said was true.
Tulsi Gabbard, you mean? That was her, right?
Tulsi Gabbard or Radcliffe, or
I didn't see Radcliffe's at all.
General.
General Kane was there.
I don't know. Is it what's his name?
That's Heggs's buddy, General Kane.
Oh, Raisin Kane. That might have been him, but they said it was his last one. Is he retiring?
I don't know. Guess we can Google it and find out.
It's not that deep, but so what did you think of it?
It's the same bullshit. They don't answer any questions of substance. They just talk about how great Donald Trump is. I mean, she almost, by her refusal to answer some stuff, she almost told you what the deal was. Oh, my keyboard quit. Oh, there it is. Raising. Why is this not working?
Do you know who the Countess is for Cobra on G.I. Joe?
No.
That's who Tulsi Gabbard reminds me of. That's
really right. Not the woman from the Dogs?
The woman from the Dogs. Cruella DeVille?
Yeah, he's retiring in April. Cruella DeVille, yeah.
No, because that's more of your, and I don't even know if that's Kristi Noem, but that's more of your Kristi Noem subtype. The Countess is more of your sleeper agent within the government that infiltrates it on behalf of a secret terrorist organization that is hell bent on taking over the country and warping it to their own means. That's her subtype.
Sneaky.
And what I thought was interesting was she said that the day that they were raiding that Georgia, what it was, where they held the ballots or whatever.
County ballots, yeah.
Yeah.
They harvested the ballots.
That Trump didn't contact her.
Oh, sorry. That's more like it. Okay. I'm playing you off, John.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
It's on purpose.
I was trying to play low, creepy music, but it didn't come out creepy.
Yeah. I know.
Shit, that's long. Why won't this end? These are all songs. Okay, I ended it. Whew, sorry.
I was just trying to play what I was talking about now.
I was trying to play. You were talking about. It was. I wanted to play creepy music under it, but it was not creepy, and it wasn't. It said creepy music.
Uh-huh.
What were you talking? Want to rewind?
I don't know. My feelings are hurt.
Damn it! I tried to make it better. What you were saying is going to put some low, creepy music under it.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked it up. You were talking about General Kane, and no, you were talking about Cruella DeVille and the other
Nope.
woman, Tulsi Gabbard, who was she's always been anti-foreign involvement, right? So now they're asking her, what do you think of the president going to war with Iran? And she's like, the president has the final say on everything. The president, they're like, who told him to do? The president decides for himself. Well, what was the question they asked her? She said, it's up to the, was there an imminent threat? And she's long said there was no imminent threat with Iran. That's been her.
Yeah, she evaded it like they expected her to. I mean, the thing that I thought that what I was trying to get at before was the day the raid happened. That's when Trump decided to call her and tell her she had to accompany. I think that was the one thing that she said that was true.
Who did she accompany?
She accompanied the FBI into the raid to oversee the raid.
Oh, right. That's what
on
you're
behalf
talking
of the president.
Now we
But
know what
she's
you're talking
saying
about.
that she
Oh,
wasn't
she wasn't supposed to
told
be there
stay
because
up.
she wasn't supposed to be there because she's not an American law enforcement person.
Right. So it does show you a little bit on who Trump trusts as far as who's also rumored to be an asset of foreign countries.
Oh yeah, because she's supposed to be like she went and to hang out in Russia and shit, right?
Yeah.
And Trump is, he's basically blowing Putin. I mean, they lifted the sanctions off of Russia and Iran. Think about that. We're blowing up a country, and then we lift the
In
oil
order for them to
sanctions
make money while we're blowing them up.
to help them pay for their shit that they're gonna.
It just goes to show you what a colossal fuck up this is.
Oh my God.
And now he gives the ultimatum, right?
Yeah. Oh, he wants TSA funded, or he's going to put in ICE agents in the airports. I mean, he just goes all over the place all the time. You don't know where the shit's coming from. It's like someone walks in the room. It would be a good idea, Don, Mr. President. It would be a good idea if you plugged your nose before you took a shit.
So how do you think this worked? Do you think that BB called him up? Is like, look, Midnight Hammer.
Midnight Hammer.
And Donald's rating you.
That's a cool name, but I can come up with a better one. You had it, Midnight Hammer. I'm gonna have Epic Fury. What do you think, BB? Epic Fury.
Oh, that was a Hegseth name. That was something out of 1980s film, like The Gleaming Cube. I mean, that was all Hegseth right there.
All right, this says creepy music. Let's see. Okay, that's what I wanted.
That's not creepy music. That's an internet connection from the 80s or 90s. Music? It's a little creepy, yeah. Maybe you got low. What, man?
Yes, this says creepy music. This is not going to be creepy. Yeah, so I take us off the subject all the time. How about Mueller died?
Yeah, well, okay, we could kept talking about Iran. I mean, it's not like
well, yeah. Well, what's to talk about? The streets of Hormuz is closed. I'm really upset with everybody not helping us. Why aren't you helping us? You know what? If you're not going to help us, I'm going to help Russia and Iran. I'm going to give them money, and you people will see. You should have done it. You bunch of cowards. It was just a simple thing. We closed the straits. I killed everybody. I killed all of their leaders.
So how are we about MAGA, just doubling down and saying that they're in some polls, what? It was said they were 100%
Oh, really? I didn't see
behind the president.
MAGA is?
I mean, I thought I saw a poll like that he was bragging about. I think it's great that
he'll use the thing, so you don't.
He'll use the poll that he likes.
It don't have to be a real poll, though. He'll just make.
No, I know.
What the fuck is wrong with my keyboard?
There might be 80%. I don't know. I mean, they this is what happens when you put a I mean, I don't know. He's in a category all by himself at this point.
Polls
they were saying that. What's that?
I'm looking at polls. Go ahead.
Do you think that we had enough time to replenish our? And maybe we talked about this last week, but do you think that we had enough time to replenish our supply from all the weapons we gave Ukraine?
Oh yeah, because we were replacing them as we gave it to them.
That's what we were being told, though.
That's what they said they were doing, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they? Because they make money from it.
Because they divert all those funds to ICE and other shit.
No, I'm talking about Biden.
I mean, again,
MAGA's at 81%
who
identify as MAGA backs the strikes against Iran. 81% of 30%.
I just didn't know that we were like just going to war with countries because of, past things, and hey, they were asking for it. They've been poking the bear for a long time.
Iran wore a sexy little outfit.
Right.
They're like, hey Donald, what's up, Donald? We're gonna fund terrorism, Donald. And Donald's like, they were asking for it. That they had a lot of side boob. I love the side boob, John. I love the
and
side
when
boob.
he sees something he wants, he's a bitch and he just moves right in, doesn't he?
Yeah, I grabbed him by the pussy. It's just exactly like Iran shouldn't have looked so sexy to him. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Iran was looking good.
BB was talking her up. I mean,
Yeah.
BB was saying, look, man, she wants me bad. If you don't do her, man, I will.
BB is the wingman.
Yeah.
Yep. And Iran is like, we're looking so good to you. You won't fuck with us, Donald.
He's
you're
like,
not,
look how covered
you're
up
not
she
man
is.
enough. Donald, you're not man enough for Iran. I'm man enough. I'll show you, Iran. I'll show you. No, you're gonna fuck with little Venezuela. You're gonna fuck with Cuba with that no electricity.
You don't have the balls.
You're not gonna mess with us, the big power Iran, Donald.
You don't have the balls to look underneath of that veil and see what's really under there.
My hijab or hijib. What do you call those?
I think it's a hijab.
Hijab. Look at this face. You can't see it. I'm wearing a hijab.
I know it intrigues you. What if she's only 13, Donald?
Could be. I could be 12 years old here, Donald. You don't know.
You don't even know.
And Donald's like, Let's Mama Ran. Let's Mama Ran. That was creepy. Nah.
That was a little bit. It was a little like, hey, all right. I don't know.
This says it's sad. Sad. It's not sad.
So, did he not think that they weren't going to target the boats right there? I mean,
no one told me about this Hormuz. I thought they said hummus. I said, I'm okay with hummus. It won't bother us. We all love the hummus. We put a little dip out, get some chips.
Right, and then you got fucking Hegseth next to him that are like Beavis and Butthead all rolled into one. He's like, yeah, war, yeah. And he's like,
That's good. Do it again.
war, yeah, war, fire.
You
Let's nuke
shut
them.
up, Beavis. Shut up, Beavis.
So it's just and I don't think Susie Wiles, normally that role is for someone
Oh, I don't believe all the hype she's getting. She's a fucking idiot too.
Because she's got breast cancer. No, that is her. What's that?
I feel bad for her for that. I don't.
Well, I feel bad for that too, but that's also how can you be like she literally scapegoated herself before by saying, look, I don't manage Donald Trump. I manage the staff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's willy-nilly and nobody decided, hey, maybe I should talk to Donald Trump one last time before Bibi Netanyahu. And maybe that was Vance. And that goes to show you how much Vance is out of the circle.
I think Vance was against the war.
Well, that's what somebody was saying, but I
think he said this will be a big mistake. You shouldn't do it. I'm Donald Trump. I can do whatever I want.
Which tells us who he really trusts and listens to, right?
Stephen Miller. That's it.
I mean, do you think Stephen Miller was talking to Stephen Miller about this policy?
I think so. Yeah. Stephen Miller came out right away. Like this, they've been killing people all over the world for the last 47 years, and Democrats won't do anything about it. This man finally stepped up and did something about it. He did something. He stepped right in it.
I mean, when you're in favor of if you're in favor of all your other policies, I mean, he's got to be in lockstep with the president, right?
Listen to this music. That's Stephen Miller music.
He's the fuck are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be a
Stephen
mouse?
Stephen Miller running around the White House, sneaking around. What's that Trump up to?
Oh.
Is he going to stop me from killing? Is he going to stop me from killing American citizens?
You think he runs around like a raptor? Like he's got his
he runs around
claws out in front of him?
Like a little rat.
Like a little rat.
You see the hot chick I married?
You think does he live in the White House? Now there's what we need to know. Who lives in the White House?
I don't know.
Because what? Melania doesn't live there, does she?
No, she's not there. Horror Mode Party Club. Want to play that?
Sure.
Oh, you know what I got to find is Friday the 13th music, right?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they Iran bomb a British base, supposedly a British secret base in Cyprus?
Yes.
Okay. So they're just deciding to bring everybody else into this shit when they didn't need to? What's the point of that?
They want the other countries to have to fight Iran too, so that the terrorism that's going to happen and the mass destruction of the United States and see, they didn't plan on Hormuz getting. They're going to shut down the Hormuz Strait, and they're like, "No, we're going to blow them up so bad they won't be able to do it." They thought about Hormuz. They just thought we're going to handle it, and they're wrong. They didn't. They thought if they wiped out the top, that Iran would be confused and the people would come out in the streets and they'd be rioting and fighting. But they didn't take out the guard, the what's it called? The Republican, whatever fucking guard.
The apparatus, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to kill all the people. And all the intelligence reports are Basically, this strengthened the regime. The regime is stronger now than it's ever been, which is hard to believe. If you blow up all that shit, that they'd be stronger.
So then he gives this ultimatum, and then he retreats. And how are they going to spin it so that they look like that they've won this? And I'm talking about MAGA and Donald Trump. When we clearly can see that it's whatever they're doing is not working.
See, here's the thing. There's a morning Donald Trump and there's an evening Donald Trump. You know what Sundowners is?
Yeah.
Where they go back and become what they were 40 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
At night, he turns into that Donald Trump, who's still an asshole, but more reasonable. Like, maybe we should, just leave the Hormuz Strait and leave it to other. We're not getting the oil out of there. We don't care. Just leave it for them. And we're going to draw our troops out. But in the morning, he's like, we're going to fucking go. We're going to blow up. We're going to fight. We're going to teach them a lesson. He's two different Trumps.
So in a minute here, we're going to go over the not so rosy picture about what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But first, let's talk a little bit about two things. Well, did you see the stuff about Afro Man?
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
So, I mean, that was a win at least for
he's running for president,
right?
He's running for president now.
Well, I'm not saying all that, but what I am saying is, I mean, he could be better than Trump. I would say that.
You see the videos of the police search?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was funny. Well, not the search, but I mean his videos and stuff. Some of his videos.
Afro Man Lemon Pound Cake. Let's watch that. You want to watch that?
Sure.
All right, it's 3 minutes long.
I don't know if we got to go the full 3 minutes, but we can get the gist of it.
Huh. I didn't see it.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake down my door. It takes then I heard the glass break. It made the sheriff they found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his blood. Lemon pound cake. And on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. The sheriff wanna put down his blood. Lemon pound cake. Because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his blood. Lemon pound cake. Hungry and trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. And he smells because he got lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. He's an Adams County Sheriff. It takes hungry and his big ass eyes. It made the sheriff wanna put down his weed. And cut him he smelled another spell. What was that? Lemon pound cake.
I'm
He
playing
wanna
two.
put down his glide. Lemon pound
Apparently, I'm
cake.
playing two of them.
Trending on TikTok.
I was playing two of them.
I thought so.
It sounded pretty good, though.
It didn't sound that bad, actually. Like they were in chorus.
I gotta find us now. Where are we?
So that's at least a win for normal people, you know.
Where are you? Where are you, John?
It's a mess on there, man. What do you got going on?
There
There you go.
I saw the
I
one
know
where
why you keep on your
I
sound.
I saw the one where the sheriff walked by and looked at the cake. You know,
He's like, ooh,
I'm in a high crime situation.
we're gonna have to confiscate this cocaine lemon pound cake.
My son said they think that what they were going to do was do a seizure thing where they take whatever they found and claimed it as proceeds of drugs. And that way they could take all his money and his possessions and shit.
Oh.
And you have to take the pound cake if that's the plan.
Yeah. He was like, ooh, I'm gonna give me a piece of that.
Because what is that? That's called when they, like, if they find money in your car, they can just take it and you lose it.
Yeah, well, I forget what they, just confiscate it.
They confiscate people's shit, especially out west. They do it a lot to people. And you have to fight to get it back, and you don't get it.
A seizure? Is that what you mean?
It's like some kind. They have the right to seize your possessions if they think it's from a drug thing.
We need to do like a whole separate show on like laws that we don't know about, and you know what I mean? Like fucked up, like not like funny laws that are like, oh, you can't bring a crocodile into a grocery store. No, I mean like literal fucked up shit they can do to you in order to keep
something happened and someone wrote a law to stop it.
Right, to keep you in the cycle of fuck is what we call the justice system.
Are you looking for this? Because it completes your outfit.
Because that's the. You ever listen to the Serial podcast when they were in Cleveland?
What do you mean Serial podcast?
So there was a podcast called, I don't know if it's still going or not. It's called Serial. As in SERIA. I think it was called Serial.
No, I didn't see it.
But they did one where they just followed a prosecutor around in the Cleveland justice system. And the things that they were just doing were completely fucked up. Like there was a
nobody could stop them.
No, it was completely within the boundaries of what they were allowed to do. Like there was an instance where they asked this one guy to testify in this case in order for him to like get something bumped down or whatever. And it was like, I think it was over something that was made up. Like they didn't even know it was something really minor that they'd gotten him on, and they wanted him to testify against it. So he testified, and then something happened that he needed he wanted their help on something else or whatever. And they went out of their way to screw him over harder. After he had already helped them in their thing, and they were like all nice to him. They're like, we'll give you this and everything. They went out of their way to screw him harder.
Bastards. You know what they should have done? They should get him a one-way ticket to
Helicopter.
Have we ever forgotten to play that?
I don't think you ever fucking have.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can smell you.
Did you hear what Mike Johnson said? I don't know how recent this was, so don't quote me. What Mike Johnson said on a hot mic this week about the SAVE Act?
What?
So someone told him, it was like, we think we can, get the a lower turnout of about 18%.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, really? That could really help us.
What does he think? So many of these poor Republicans have passports. Is that what they think?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that it would hurt some of them just as much as it would.
Who's more likely to have passports? People
I would think an immigrant would more likely have a
people
passport.
who go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
People, they go on vacation. I don't know. A lot of rednecks go on good vacations.
But they don't want. They know that there's a large contingent of women who haven't updated their birth certificates because after they got married, right?
You know what? You don't have to update you can't update your birth certificate. You just have to have a copy of it, right?
A copy, but it would have to be with the updated name, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, with a passport.
With your original name and the passport.
Right. Like I just checked yesterday. My wife has hers. We have a birth certificate and she has a passport. So she should be good to go.
So when you get a license, and I forget this, what all do you got to bring with you?
I mean, they changed it. I don't know now. You gotta you gotta have a birth certificate. I think you had to have your social security card, something weird. And then I think you had to have a couple things of bills or something. I don't remember.
I thought you at least had to have like 2 testimonials of your character, one from a 3rd grade teacher and one from a neighbor.
No, that's not true. You have
Yes, and Marv, we went over this in the pre-show.
oh, I fucked
Yes,
up. I didn't
and
know we were improv.
and
Yes, and how about this?
I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. I'm Hank Steele, the real
You identified
weird
yourself.
cowboy.
This is you identifying yourself at the license
I'll
bureau.
grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. I'm Hank Steele, the real queer cowboy.
That's how you identify yourself, John. What's your song?
I don't have a song.
You do have a song, John.
Girl flipping her bean like a corn cob or some shit. Did you hear that one? That's what I thought you were going into there.
This is really the West Virginia John Wellington. Gangster Paradise, baby. You're a bad motherfucker. That's you. You walk in, that music starts playing. You show them your passport,
Right?
and they give you your license.
And I'm like, look, all these bitches vote. And then they got to let them vote.
Every bitch in here is going to vote. You give them license right now.
Vote them up.
Vote them up.
That would be, that's got to be our platform. Yeah, make your hoes vote.
I love democracy. I love the republic.
That's you.
I think that's how you need to approach. We need to approach people voting now. Is like, look, you've got to vote because the government doesn't want you to.
I think it's going to be a high turnout, even if they pass that fucking SAVE Act.
All this nonsense that money that they spend on the get out the vote stuff that they're using on concerts and everything to funnel money elsewhere and do all other kind of stuff. Nope. I don't think it's working.
News: will the SAVE Act help Republicans? Who will it really help? That's the question. USA Today, they answered the question. The president says it will guarantee the midterms for Republicans. It says it will guarantee the midterms. Available data is far less clear cut. Here's why. We want to know this or not? Should I read it?
Yeah.
As President Trump has pushed congressional Republicans to pass stiff new voter registration, he has argued the legislation will benefit their party in the upcoming election. He says it will guarantee the midterms. In fact, Republicans have been so gung-ho for the bill, they suggest they believe that their party would benefit in a year when forecasters project they may lose control. Meanwhile, Democrats oppose it. Voting Rights and Civil Rights Authority worry that it would disenfranchise many voters at risk. They usually considered a threat to Democrats whose supporters are disproportionately young, non-white, and low income. But the evidence is unclear, John. The bill would require him to show documented proof of citizenship, a birth certificate, a passport to register to vote, and it would eliminate mail-in voting and would create a national requirement to show government-issued photo ID to vote, which is currently only needed in, Ohio's got the roughest one right now.
What,
Ohio,
to prove you got to vote?
To vote, we have the hardest system. All right.
It's just
Democrats
ID,
say
right?
that they support election security and voter ID measures in other areas where people can't vote, while noting that such cases are extremely rare. But they say the bill's proof of citizenship requirement would block many eligible voters. Under the SAVE Act, you cannot use your driver's license to register to vote. Republicans want you to buy a passport instead if you can afford one. It's a modern day poll tax, but it would vary by state to state.
And what is it now to get a passport? It's like, is it $120, $150?
Yeah, and it's like 2 months long, right?
Oh yeah, the wait to get
And
a
I'm
passport.
sure they would fuck it up even more if this passes. It's going to be 4 months, 5 months to get a passport.
Yeah, and then all they're going to do is blame it on, oh, this is just government minutia, and it's not our fault. It took so long. It's not our fault that everybody decided to flood the thing with all these things. It's not like you can't see these things coming.
So the surveys found that people who lacked easy access to proof of citizenship were younger and people of color. They tend to vote Democratic. But the center also took 2 state-level surveys in Georgia and Texas and found that results suggest that the political impact would vary state by state. In Texas, more Republicans and Democrats reported not having citizenship documentation. I mean, if they fucking lost Texas because of that, that's like 43 electoral votes, right?
They're not going to. You mean lose Texas as
in Texas, more people have documentation problems that are Republican than Democrat.
Well, I think that right now the midterms are going to matter way more before we ever get to the presidential election, don't you?
Yeah, in Georgia, it was roughly even between Democrats and Republican. Not it being hard to get documentation.
Well,
People
I mean,
saying-
Georgia lately
People
has
saying
been
they don't have it.
Georgia lately has been very like a purple. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It goes
it's a purple state. What I'm saying is they think, oh, we passed this bill. It's a slam dunk, baby. It's going to hurt Democrats. It's not going to hurt Republicans. And the surveys are showing that it's going to hurt Republicans more than Democrats.
I don't think
It's
the
state by
Republicans. I don't think the Republicans would do this unless that they have firm documentation that this is going to benefit them. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it.
More than 21 million citizens do not have easy access to the kinds of proof of citizenship the bill would require. At least 4 million didn't even possess any of those documents at all.
And who do MAGAs depend on more than any other base?
White poor people,
White men.
white men, right?
Because let's be for real, right? We already talked about this. This really only affects women.
8% of Democrats said they don't have easy access to documents, compared with 7% of Republicans. But remember, some of those Democrats were voting for Trump because Trump had a lot of crossover vote.
Yeah, I still question how he was able to win all of them, the swing states.
All 8 swing states, yeah. Well, there's been some evidence that he didn't win them, but it doesn't matter because we're not going to do nothing about it. But there was some,
exactly.
they played around with the shit. Supposedly, I mean, this is way out there conspiracy. Supposedly, Musk paid for the cords that plugged into machines, had stuff in them that was flipping votes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know
Cords.
technology.
In the cords.
Something in the cords
Something in the tubes.
affected the machines. They connected to those things and they flipped votes with it.
I mean, you'll get me that they hacked it, or there was you'll even get me as far as Mission Impossible, and they put a chip in there to flip votes. But in the courts,
Well, how else would you get them there? Because they're not connected to the internet.
well, just what I said, something that's in the machine that they flip it. I don't know.
Well, once that cord is connected, it's in the machine.
Okay, I don't think that happened, but I just think people are assholes, and a lot of them decide to stay. Some people decided to stay away for their own reasons, and then other people didn't realize the fucking consequences of what would happen.
Well, I don't know if you've been watching very many spy movies, but all they do is slip a USB thumb drive in, and they destroy every system in the world.
I know, just with a jump drive.
Yeah, and if you could put the jump drive in the cord itself, because I don't know what's on that fucking jump. It's not this big slidey thing. It's just a small little.
Right, but it needs to be. The thing is, you can put the jump drive in. Still needs to be accessed into the computer, and you're right. The computer needs to be plugged in through the Ethernet or another.
Well, not the Ethernet. It's all on the program
cord.
on the whatever they've got in the.
Well, you're not talking about a cord that is literally we plug it into the electricity. You're talking about another cord.
No, I think it was the cord it plugged in on, but I'm not sure. I'm looking it up right now. Was there a theory Musk used cords to hack voting machine?
I mean, I don't put anything past Musk or Trump, but it just seems very Russian space laser or Jewish space lasers.
It's because what it did was it supposedly went up to the Starlink network once you plugged it in.
Okay. So you're saying that.
But factcheck.org says.
Okay.
Here's. It's not true.
Well, there's no explanation. It just says it's not true.
No, it's a big, long explanation.
Oh, okay.
There was no evidence of systematic vote switching.
So their result at the end is, it turns out there are a lot of assholes.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that protects our voting is it's not connected to anything. You know what I mean? They take the machines and they take the tabulations and they send them off separately from the internet. Each machine's totals are presented. You know,
right? You put it into at least here. I don't know if they're all the same everywhere. Are they though? Because every state's responsible for different ways of doing it. Correct?
Yeah, it's up to the states, but they buy machines from the same companies.
Yeah, but again, though, that doesn't mean that the way they do it in Ohio when I do it is the same way they do it when you go to Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or Minnesota, right? Or is it the exact same?
No, they're different. Everybody buys their own stuff.
So, but I know when I go to mine, I got to feed it into the thing.
Each state's different processes, different equipment, and it's diverse and decentralized nature of our nation's election that creates tremendous resilience and ensures no single point of failure. So there's no one thing you can do to switch an American election.
Except that if I'm feeding my ballot, okay, into this machine, if there was something in all of the machines, all right, let's say that it was that it linked to Starlink. If there was something backed in all of those machines, that once I put that in there, that it could just, whenever at the point where the machine is supposed to send the data, or they got to pull the data out of it, or the data is sent. How does that work? Do you know?
I think it compiles the information and they take that and on a thumb drive and walk it over to the. I think they have a bank, some machine that banks it all, and then that is delivered to the county places.
I mean, it wouldn't take that much from he calls himself a super genius or whatever the fuck he is, to put together something where whatever thing is tabulated reads out a different number whenever it's collected.
Well, Yeah, here's what it's saying. It didn't switch votes. They're saying the online post baseless claims that Starlink uploaded votes in swing states and helped Donald Trump win the election, and called the claim utter garbage because they're not connected to the internet. They're not connected to Starlink in any way.
No. But that doesn't mean he couldn't have a remote thing in it that is connected to Starlink already inside of there. Do you understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I get it.
But
apparently
yeah,
it didn't
I don't know
happen.
that it happened either. But I'm just
Because
saying
no
there
one
is a
could
real
explain
way.
the anomaly of him winning all 8 states. The odds of that were astronomical, yet he did. You know, that was the basis of the argument. Is this the odds of this? He won every swing state.
And then the odds of him being in Butler, Pennsylvania, and comes across perhaps one of the worst attempts. I mean, all of these assassination attempts are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy didn't have any clue what he was doing.
He got an ear.
He had one. Well, yeah, he had, but the issue was that he knew that he was using the wrong gun for the job.
He did. I didn't know that.
He had to.
He killed a guy. So how could it be the wrong gun? The bullet killed a guy.
Because it was the wrong type of rifle.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know why you're saying that.
Because it's not the type of rifle that was for the type of distance he was using. That's the reason why the rifle that killed Charlie Kirk was the type of rifle you're supposed to use.
Oh,
well, not to assassinate, but I mean usually to kill deer and that sort of thing.
Here's the thing about that. These Republican assassins, because they were both Republican, they know what they're doing sometimes.
Well, he just didn't know guns as well as the other kid is the issue.
Yeah. These were supporters of Trump that tried to kill, and supporters of Charlie. Well, no, they didn't like the guy. Didn't like.
I don't think he liked Charlie Kirk,
but he liked Trump.
His family, yeah, I think his family supported Trump, right?
I think he did too, until maybe the trans stuff started.
So, in the not so rosy picture, are we going to do this real quick, or you want to get to that?
Go ahead.
So what happens at midterms? The SAVE Act works because they're going to pass it. Turnout slow is what they want, and the Republicans are still in control of the government, right?
Well, if that happens, they will solidify the authoritarian structure. They will continue, and we will lose our democracy. Voting will be further eroded. Power will be coalesced, and more people will give up, and we'll become just like fucking Hungary, where we have fake elections from now on.
So, which part goes down first? Then, is it the judicial or is it the legislature?
Yeah, they'll just stop listening to the judiciary. They just won't follow the rules anymore. And what can you do? The people that would arrest them, in theory, are already, they're already ignoring court orders. It'll just get worse and worse and worse, I think.
And then he's able to consolidate power enough to not have an election, right?
Right. And then he dies, because I don't think he's going to live 4 years. Do you?
How would he get all of the states to go along with that?
He doesn't have to. He just has to have the military go along with it. And he's already built up his own. He's already built his own military force, like the SS.
Right.
ICE is
Yeah.
that. Yeah. He's built it. It's been built.
So, okay. And then all the governors that are not in favor of his plan would get arrested, correct? As
they'll be eliminated somehow.
Yeah. As
they'll fall out windows,
traitors or whatever.
Yeah. They'll lose their elections. Their somehow something will happen. There'll be some big emergency during the day of the vote, and they'll just claim victories.
So since they're already ignoring the judicial, that's what the activist judges. That's what goes first, you think?
Yeah, I mean the judges are going to keep trying, and then they'll
They
kill a
just-
few. There'll be a few killed or
And they'll
arrested.
just replace the judges with their
Yep.
own judges that
Yep.
are in line.
But people do what they want. All right, I do have to get out of here in time today, so let's.
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
it's fine. We'll
I have
cover more later.
I have a baseball draft, which is more important than forming you yahoos. It's fucking unsuitable language. And by the way, the roast was killer.
Oh, we
All
didn't
right.
talk about it that much, did we?
No, we didn't, but it was amazing.
Marv did a great job
I did, but I didn't. I thought I was maybe like the
of
worst.
booking the show.
I did more stories than roast. I think
You did, but it was all right. It was good.
it was stupid stories. But did you like the Craig Peters one, where he swallowed Bob Hope's cum? That was his joke.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was
He
his-
wrote his own joke for you.
No, he did that joke 15 years ago, and I remember it.
Oh.
He's never done it again. He only did it one time,
Oh.
and I brought it back and threw it in.
And
the
it
book.
left an impression on you.
It did. All right, our hero was Mark Kelly. He's still a goddamn hero. I think he's going to be the next president.
Well, we all hope. We hope we still have a country by then.
I think
Have an
so.
election.
He'll be the guy at least that leads the military. Our what do you call the people who fight the government? The rebels.
The Rebel Alliance.
The Rebel Alliance, be led by Mark Kelly. I think he's a hero. I like him a lot. All right, who's our hero this week?
I'd say it's Afro Man.
There's no doubt about it. He's running for prez. Maybe I chose too soon. One good thing.
No,
Can you read these things, by the way? Because on my screen it's backwards.
I can see it. Yeah, it looks perfect.
The synagogue attack was stopped by, and Spain told Trump to fuck off.
Yeah.
What-
What was
guess
one good
what?
thing this week?
They're letting them use the bases now.
Are they really?
Yep. Look, I don't want our military people to die, but
No, I don't either.
I heard there was several platoons, and this might be the good thing. Several platoons and entire battalions refused to go take part in this war, and they're all being court-martialed. They said it's an illegal war because the president didn't go through Congress and he didn't follow the rules of engagement. And
Nothing was followed. This was like, I mean, he got in way too deep.
yeah, and it doesn't matter to him though, even though he
Honestly,
knows it.
Marv, I didn't think he had the balls, but Bibi Netanyahu got in his ear, and even though they keep saying over and over again, no, if anything, Donald Trump wanted it more. It was just like, wait a minute. He was like, he wanted it more than I did.
Yeah, that's what Bibi would say. I mean, he would say that.
If anything, Trump forced himself on us.
We predicted Cuba would fall.
We're getting close, though. I'd say we leave that up.
He's gonna definitely taking Cuba.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think we got a one
Are
good
we
thing.
saying the troops refused?
Yeah, okay.
Troops supported the Constitution is what happened.
Right, they refused illegal orders.
We need shorter words.
Yeah.
All right, Cuba, boots on the ground. We're leaving it. That's
Yeah.
a prediction. I don't know though, because we're so tied up now in Iran. Of course, that might be what he needs, a distraction, right?
Well, either or, Cuba falls into chaos and there's a civil war in Cuba or some other thing.
Our performers of the week for Trump were MAGA Media, Fox, OAN, Newsmax. How about Bondi? refusing to answer any questions and is going to be up for contempt.
Sure.
She wouldn't. She was under oath, but she wouldn't say if she would come back and talk or not. I mean, she stuck up for Trump big time this week. And stupid.
I mean, and we talked about this before, though. They've all committed crimes now at this point, right?
But they're all going to be
They've all
pardoned.
committed.
They're all going to be pardoned.
So they're all. That's all he's created, accomplices.
Right. Everything they do, they can be pardoned for.
And that's what BB is now.
I looked it up. They can pardon war crimes.
Can they?
Not from other countries, though. They shouldn't be booking their trip to Europe, is what I'm telling them.
Well, not when they've sucked all of Europe into this war, too.
Yeah, we have Musk, Miller, Vance, Johnson, Rubio.
So I think we've got to get Ratcliffe on there. I think he's got a role in all this.
He definitely does. He's head of the CIA, right?
Yeah. Even though I don't understand why not a single senator asked the question, was there any evidence that the CIA knew about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to talk about that in a closed-door meeting.
We know Epstein had a bunch of Russian connections and shit. So, yeah.
I mean, even if you're going to say if the files were like 20 years ago, at least there was something. You know what I mean?
Stephen Miller, I haven't heard much from him lately. Have you? He went on Fox and did one of his screeds.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Do you want to replace him?
You know, I think you got to keep Vance. You got to keep Vance on there just because it getting leaked that he disagreed with it, I think was a big thing for his personal power rankings. You know what I mean?
Definitely help his bona fides.
Yeah.
Mike Johnson continues to. They passed the SAVE Act.
Oh, did they pass it?
The House did. The Senate hasn't.
Oh.
Supposedly Thune's going to drop the filibuster to pass it.
Really?
I only hope then would be the courts that someone takes it to court and say it's unconstitutional.
I mean, it would be ignored and go by state then, right?
Should we leave Johnson up there or is there someone else?
Yeah, I think you got to leave Johnson up there.
Mark Wayne Mullen.
I mean, he's just
how dumb he was this week in those conferences. I mean, the man is literally an idiot.
He's a lightweight in a heavyweight's job.
Their big thing is he's undefeated as an MMA fighter. He fought one guy who's 1-13 twice. He's 3-0.
And you know what this means, right? Right, Marv?
He wants to fight you.
He's our next president.
Yeah. 3-0, undefeated MMA.
And he will be our next president. There's going to be nobody left in the cabinet to be president that hasn't committed crimes except for Mark Wayne Mullen. And he will be president if they impeach Trump and get rid of him. He'll be
crimes. I believe.
I mean,
because he got rich after he got elected.
Yeah, but I mean, he just got there. He hasn't committed any crimes with Trump.
He's got to be on here somewhere.
All right, take out. You can take out whoever. Take out Stephen Miller then at 4, and put in Mark Wayne Mullen, our future president.
Well, he's definitely going to be the future Homeland Security dude. So,
dude, no doubt in my mind, this guy is going to be president of the United States after the track record I see of the people that get elected.
God, that would be an awful country.
He'll be Trump's successor.
He's so fucking stupid. I watch him.
You mean Trump's successor?
I'm like, dude, this guy's like, you can tell. He's a moron. I mean, he's a moron. How do these guys get elected?
He's a moron's moron, which makes him.
At least Tommy Tuberville was a bad coach, but he had a good team.
Terrible coach. Terrible coach.
He had one good team.
He took over a team from somebody else.
He beat Alabama, right? Or something.
He coached Alabama, didn't he?
No, he coached
Clemson.
Tulane or not
or
Tulane?
Auburn. I don't know. One of
Auburn.
those.
That's it. I think it was an Auburn coach.
He was
And
terrible.
they upset Alabama.
Yeah, but he still sucks.
Yeah. Mike Johnson and Rubio. Rubio staying there. Rubio wants Cuba. They're connected.
Yeah,
He had to. Did we talk about he had to wear those shoes?
yeah, we talked about it. It's sad. I mean, and his poor ears, apparently. Poor guy. But he's moving up the ranks. I mean, he's going to get a hell of a pension, right?
That's who Trump is supporting for president, Rubio.
I mean, he'll run. He's going to run again.
Trump wants Rubio vice president, Vance president, or maybe, I don't know. And they came out with the plans for the Kennedy Center. It's going to be really fucked up. It's going to take 2 years to build. And it's going to cost a fortune. Everything costs a fortune.
Like, just again, I want to be Donald Trump's marble guy. That guy is never out of work.
He's increased the deficit by so much this first year. He's already set a record.
But they're winning. They're winning.
Yep. All right. That's our board. If you guys disagree with it, why don't you write something in the comments? Why don't you come back with this little intelligent conversation? But no, you're just a bunch of fucking, what do you call people? Guppies?
Well, they're
lightweight. They're lightweights. All right. You got to get out of here. I'm running out of time.
All right. You got your baseball fantasy draft.
Remember, people, you lightweight motherfucking pussies, we love you. Unsuitable language.
Friends.
Signing out.
Life is
The
hard.
boys are bringing it in.
We got to figure out a strategy to get people to vote, man.
To vote for us.
Well, they got to be informed.
Wouldn't we make a great president, vice president? We wouldn't even care who was the boss. We'd go like, today you are, Joan.
Did you watch that James Garfield thing on Netflix?
Yes, it was very good.
It was good. It was really good.
Was it Garfield?
I don't know. Was it? No.
Arthur Smith? Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was Garfield. Yeah. That was good. I watched as we're leaving, I watched Is This Thing On? The show about a stand-up comedian.
Okay. Was it any good?
It's really not about comedy so much. It's about a guy getting his life together.
Because it fell apart doing comedy?
No, comedy is where he turned to after his marriage fell apart.
Oh.
I mean, there's some comedy scenes. I mean, basically, it's the old, I walked up and did an open mic and got the bug, but I did really well and I didn't have any jokes whatsoever, which is so many times we see at open mics. People walk up and just talking and they bomb so bad. And they come off stage and go, that went really well. And you're like, oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
Sayonara. Oh, one real quick. Hey, how come? Tell me, why didn't the Japanese tell us about Pearl Harbor? Do you know why?
Shit! Surprise attack.
Oh.
What happened? I hit my desk and something opened up. Okay. All right. All right. Love you guys.
Love you. Goodbye.